it's been throughout the history of the world, and specifically this country. If you dehumanize the people that you're targeting, that you're using, that you're enslaving, that you're murdering, that you're running off of their lands, as long as you dehumanize them so much, then you can get enough people that will be on board with it. That's why I want to keep showing you guys the humanity of the people that they're affecting. Hey, here's another kid, except he's an older kid.
I just want to tell you guys that I'm scared for my parents to walk out there to walk out their house, because I might not be able to say goodbye to them if they go to work. I might not ever be able to say bye or see them again if you guys don't side with us. And I'm scared because of it, because they fought so hard to come here and choose a life for their kids. And I really hope you guys do hear what everyone in this room has been saying, and I hope you guys do side with us, because we are fighting for our rights. And we are getting treated like animals because people judge us by the color of our skin and the way that we talk. And we have a president that acts like a child and doesn't side with us because of the way he thinks about us. And we have a police department that doesn't do anything about us, and that we are here fighting more than they are. So I hope that you guys actually do hear what everyone in this center is hearing or talking about, so you guys can side with us and listen to what everyone's saying, because everyone is scared. I'm scared that I'm never going to be able to see all my friends again. I'm scared that their parents are going to be gone one day. I'm scared that all of us are going to have to fend for ourselves. I'm scared that one day at school that I'm going to get held by people that I don't know, people that are covered, people that I can't identify because they wear masks and they don't properly ID themselves. I'm scared that everyone that I love I'm not going to be able to see them again, because even though that they're U.S. citizens, they don't care about us. They treat us like dogs. They treat us like animals. No one here cares about us because of the color of our skin. So I'm asking you guys, every single one of you guys that are sitting up here, to actually hear us and do something about it, because I'm tired of it. I'm tired of telling my mom and dad every day after school that, have you seen the new video of ICE pulling someone over because of the color of their skin? I'm tired of everything. And I hope you guys really do something about it, because I really do want something to change, because I should not live like this as a 16-year-old. I shouldn't be scared. I should be focusing on school, and I can't even focus on school.
People like Donald Trump and Stephen Miller would call that kid fighting age because he's 16. Without you seeing him, without you hearing his voice, without you knowing his perspective, where he's coming from, seeing his fears or his concerns about his family. They would call him fighting age so that you can be afraid of him, so that you can see his face and go, there's another one of those scary guys. They've done it with all kinds of minorities. We've seen it. It's the same basis for all kinds of hatred and bigotry that's always been conducted in this country. But if you have to listen to him talk about his parents and how he's being profiled and how he's afraid every day, he's been terrorized and traumatized at 16 years old, then you have to answer the question of, why should I do that to this kid? And if your answer, then I'm sure there's many answers. I've seen some people trash this kid, and many answers being, well, maybe you should tell your parents this and then go off with them as well. Just know they needed an excuse to continue to be the pieces of shit that they are. And if anyone has any kind of semi-threats for their children, they lose their minds, because their children are better than other people's children in their minds. What was going on there is he was speaking to this city council in Hillsboro, Oregon. And many folks came out to talk about how they're being terrorized by ICE agents. Members of the community come out to talk about how they're being terrorized by this criminal military organization that Donald Trump unleashed on the American people. So it wasn't just that kid, Manny. Here's some details. So many people packed the council chambers that was standing room only, and an overflow room was opened. Several people shared either personal experiences or experiences from neighbors or loved ones with immigration and customs enforcement officers that they had to deal with. Here's a quote. These are not criminals that are being detained. These are hardworking providers who have contributed to our county for decades upon decades, one person said. I'm close to an individual who was stopped by ICE, who has residency here, who sought asylum in this state, who was told, how is it possible that you have residency with that horrible effing English? That's what another person said that an ICE agent said to this person. Detainees are not just numbers either. These are people, fathers, mothers. We're all affected. So as you can see, when people report about how the Supreme Court and all these folks allow these racists and these bigots to have their profiling standards for how they pull people over and snatch them out of cars, one of them takes it straight to these victims. How is it you're a resident if you have that horrible effing English? Here's more of what these people experience in this community. Among the cases brought up Tuesday night, the detainment of Victor Cruz, a grandfather who was picked up by federal agents last month despite his work permit and temporary protected status. His family told KGW he'd willingly exited his exited his truck when he was pulled over and showed the officers his paperwork, but they took him into custody anyway. It's almost like if you do all the things that they say you're supposed to do, they don't give a damn. More. Representative Suzanne Bonamici traveled up to Tacoma's ICE detention center on Tuesday. Victor should not be in detention. ICE picked him up on October 14th, almost 3 weeks ago, and it certainly looks like this is a case of mistaken identity. They don't care. When asked for a statement about his case, DHS officials wrote in part, here's the part where they don't care, no one was arrested by mistake. ICE will continue to arrest illegal aliens who have no right to be in this country. You do things the wrong way, you arrest people, you look at the documentation that they give you and shove it aside. They pull over with your illegal traffic stops, and you still snatch them out of cars, an old grandfather, and slam him into ICE detainment where no one knows where he is or how he's being treated. This is that Gestapo that we've been talking about that was going to be unleashed on our communities. But no one's heard of Hillsboro, Oregon. So why should we care? No one's heard about Manny, the 16-year-old kid who's living in terror every day. We're supposed to be concerned with these thuggish ass ICE agents that need their asses kicked every time they step into the streets. This is the reason why. This is who they're traumatizing.
Tranquila, ma. Acá estoy yo.
Suelta a la niña, 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 suelta a la niña.
I'm scared for my parents to walk out there. To walk out their house because I might not be able to say goodbye to them if they go to work.
They tackle my mom, start kicking her, punching her. Her ribs are all bruised, shoulders bruised, everything. Tell her, point a gun to her head, say that they're going to blow her head off. And they... Come on, man. Come
on. It got me scared. My arm was shaking. My arms, my legs, and then I started crying.
I was going to school.
Do you expect any of those kids to respect anything that has to do with law enforcement, especially since it's been skewed so hard? But if you're not directly affected right then and there with your family members, you're supposed to not care either. Like I said, the objective here is twofold. It's always been this. It's to terrorize people because they hate the majority of people in this country. And the other is to push people to the brink where they fight back and they say, what can we do? Time for the Insurrection Act. We have to fight back against this resurgence of all of these terrorists and traitors in our nation. Just like what Steve Bannon did. Call everyone else radicals and then do radical shit. It's not going to work, bro. Because enough people, as we see all this, are going to fight back. And eventually, they're going to try and pull off whatever it is they're trying to pull off. We got midterms coming up. That's one of the things Steve Bannon also said. We can't lose these, so let's just not have them. We just saw them get their asses kicked in those special elections everywhere across the country. They know. And it's been heightened now for them.